Oh yeah, we're rolling. Hit it! So fucking typical, I don't know what to do. I'm on the scotch if I'm feeling kind of woo. Think you're scary, but I don't know what to do. Got dodge your boo, coo coo choo. Hey!
Here we go.
Welcome to the lot from the lot live at Dick's. We are here with four of the Wook Plus guys in real life.
Two-thirds.
Is that what it is?
Yes,
Did
it's 2/3 today. We're fifths.
We have our llama spirit. Wait, does anyone got a PBR for Chad's spirit animal?
I saw PBR with coffee in it in the Target, and I almost bought it, but that just looked gross.
That's disgusting. Only a Wook would drink that.
So we got Yem socks. You enjoy my socks. Sharing some space here. They're going to be hanging out. Veggie Eyes is going to be stopping by in a little bit. First,
we got Ashley.
I wanted to bring her in. She was the first guest we had in AC, and I think it's awesome to have her
Where
in
am I
here.
looking?
Oh, here, Fam's gonna move. You can come
Yeah,
sit
get in the
with
middle.
Fam.
Get in the middle.
Hi guys.
International television.
Hi. Sorry
Welcome.
for rushing. I have I loaded soon.
Yeah.
And it's hot, and I'm alone tonight, so.
If anybody, you've opened, are you asking for volunteers?
Well,
I guess
a
it's
little
late at this
short
point.
notice, I can't probably, unless you're right here. Right now.
If you were here and want to help,
You're
you're
right
safe.
here and you have strong muscles. Because I hold on my tour muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50-pound suitcase and a roller.
It's been quite a tour for you. Loading up every day.
Yeah, it's been worth it though.
Yeah.
The work is hard, but it's like it's fulfilling. I mean, it's emotional.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that campaign you're doing with the stories, I think, is really powerful. It's emotional though, right?
Yeah.
It's tough.
And it was a risk for sure because I know that adding exposure to stories can add trauma. But if you're prepared and you know it, you have the it's your choice to read it or submit it if you feel comfortable and safe doing it.
Yeah.
But I think it shows a lot of people that don't have trauma how bad the problem is.
Makes it real. It puts a story behind it.
Yeah, and it allows people to have more conversations and like not be afraid of the language anymore. And for a long time we're hiding behind certain words, and even that it was happening at all.
Yeah, it's a lot of denial.
It's allowing, to like brush that denial away, to get rid of the awkward, and be like, yeah, it is a really hard conversation, but we can have the conversation to try to, do preventative work and have people be more aware of how bad it is. I mean, I got touched last night at my table.
At your table? Oh my God.
And I mean, I'm not gonna tell the whole story now. It wasn't super aggressive or anything. It's low level violence, but it was still non-consensual.
Right.
And I think the person was trying to be like loving and supportive, but it was coming from behind me. So it was an approach with both hands, and it really just threw me off.
Yeah, and that's not good. And I mean, there's a chance that it's fine. Like somebody might not be bothered, but there's a chance that it's not, and you shouldn't take that.
Just ask.
Just don't do it. Just ask.
Or maybe come around the front side. So
Yeah.
they're not
And they can see you, and you go real slow, and like if they're like no, and you're like okay,
Yeah.
it's fine.
With this crowd, you should probably approach everyone slowly.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
and
let's
maybe
not
they
spook
can see
anyone.
You don't want to be coming up on what's
Right.
sneaking up like.
Well,
So
I think the
anyways,
work you're doing is amazing.
thank
And,
you.
What I've been working a little bit with Free, and I think that's the biggest piece of it, is that people who have experienced these things, they don't, in some ways, believe it exists, or they don't have the awareness that it's a thing, and they come to PHISH, and we all do, to kind of escape, and and there's people that don't get to escape, that have to actually still live that reality of whether what they look like or what gender they are.
Yeah,
Like, we
constant
have
on
to-
guard.
Right, and so
Yeah.
we have to be aware of that. We have to do everything we can to help and to also point out, see, what we see and step in, take action. You know, and you do an awesome job of telling folks like how to take action.
And people are starting to do that. The bystander information is really, it's resonating. Where people are like, I tried that and it worked. I'm like, gotcha.
Yes.
Positive feedback. So where are you set up in there?
We are in section 126. So it's page side, middle, on the concourse. It's right under the raining glow sticks last night. It was like a hurricane of glow sticks.
That's in our second hour.
They came down. So anyways, that's where we are. If you're seeing the footage, it's right there. It's 126 and 127 in between. I have a pop-up, and I'm going to go set up now.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks, everybody.
Support Group Safe. We love Group Safe. We love Ashley.
All right. Be good.
All right. Thank you, Ashley.
Hope we get that stash tonight.
Yeah. Down with disease and push. Those are my lists.
Yeah,
See ya.
What? All right, Zook.
It's Zook in here. There ain't no Zook. This is Zook. Zook.
Zooker.
Dang.
How's your flight? So what goes through your mind when your arms are tied?
Oh, I was gonna make the joke. Oh, you didn't let me make the joke.
So what goes through your mind when you're like, Dix is a possibility, but I'm only going to do 2/3 of it?
It never was even a thought in my mind until Thursday around 4 p.m.
Oh, I was wondering if there's a fierce case of FOMO where you were watching the show last night.
No.
You're like, I got to get out there now.
And then I looked at plane prices and I was like, well, this is too expensive. I can't fucking do this. And then they kept dropping. So last night I was like, that's worth it. And someone I know on Twitter was like, I got tickets for you, don't worry about it. So
Me and Zook have to do shows together.
yeah, it's the summer tour. If Fam's at a run, I have to be there.
That is the rule.
It is the rule.
So
that was someone in a DM chat was like, oh, is anyone going to watch for flights this weekend? And it didn't even cross my mind. And then as soon as Steely Tom said that, I was like, maybe I should look at flights. And then 24 hours later, I was.
Last night was a good show.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you missed a bit of a good show, but I have a feeling tonight's going to put it in shit. Saturday night Dix energy.
Yeah, it's
Big Dix energy.
Big Dix energy. Yeah, I think, the whole West Coast run has been smoking hot.
Dude, Shoreline.
It's out of hand. Unbelievable.
It's on a different level than the rest of the tour.
Yeah.
But they're on that. It's always nice to come in
Gorge
hot.
is
So much better than making Dix. So it's offshoot.
Yeah.
Summer tour ends and then they come to Dix. Like coming into Dix hot is definitely middle. At least last night.
No, I think they were just, so hyped, just like all of us, for them being back and like getting ready to just steamroll, and they are just like,
Once he acknowledged the 10 years thing,
yeah.
that was a marvel. It's kind of that moment where they even realized it too. Like,
It's not just the band's energy though; it's the crowd. Because like, this was my first time at Dix,
this is my first time.
but every other venue I've been to, there's a mixed energy throughout, right? There's the hardcore fans that are like locked in, but then there's the side conversation people. Last night, the entire place sold out, filled. Everybody was locked in. The band walks out, you hear people slapping the stands and shouting. The energy that was reciprocated and brought to the band here, I've never, maybe MSG. Like, you don't get that in the sheds. You get that in the arenas. But here, it's unbelievable.
Well, I think even Mother Nature felt that energy because as soon as they walked on stage, the wind kicked in.
Yeah.
Like, this was this whole thing. I was like, what just happened? Like, it was beautiful all day, and then got wind and a bit of rain, and then it just, perfect.
It was pretty fun streaming it from last night. That all sounds
Good energy there.
Yeah, it was great energy. I was stoked.
Big Dix energy.
Big Zook energy. Big Zook energy. But I think we talked about it a bunch, that there's a level of professionalism in this crowd and in this group too, right? They're so coming to this place for 10 years. A lot of people like you, Trav, have done it every year, or have done 5 or have done 3 or even done a couple. So you know the venue, you know what you're getting into, you know where your spots, like it's just a pro vibe to it.
Yeah,
like
which is nice.
Yeah, it goes back to that.
And they have it dialed in too. It's just one of those things where it's just like, it's the same weekend every year. So it's just like that, like, you're plan it, you're looking, it.
It's comfortability for everyone. So I mean, like, fans feeling comfortable.
So let's do another
It's
10.
like,
goddammit.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Like I was waiting for Trey when he was giving that speech to go, let's do another 10, or that makes me nervous.
Like, I hope Sunday they're like seeing next year.
Exactly, because the rumor has always been they signed a 10-year
Well, a
deal.
couple years ago, it was like this is the last year because he would sign her. So it was like that rumor was spread all over the place.
It's a win-win for everybody, though. It's great for the band, great for the venue,
And
great for the state.
This, like, the city's built up already. There used to be nothing out here. Now there's all these townhomes, like the Super Target and all this.
I'm never gonna miss the Dicks again. Anytime they come back here, I'll be here.
Yeah,
We're gonna buy the Wook plus Airbnb and rent it out every year by Labor Day weekend.
that's right. That's all we need.
That's what we're doing.
Yes,
I
that's our
think
next
the goal
plan.
really is to make sure we're all here. We're just missing Chad.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what did you think about the show last night, Kev?
I have really grown to love a song I heard the Ocean sing. Every time I hear it, I like it more. And last night was much better than the Hershey day.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of a jam to it.
It was cool to get the mashup with it too last night. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, what, at the end with the plasmas?
Plasma and the party time.
Now, was that a party time tease or a plasma tease? Can
No,
we
it was
get some-
plasma.
It was plasma.
It was plasma time.
Plasma time.
Trademark. It was plasma time, and it was amazing.
I need guidance from.
medley at the end where they just like
Yeah.
do all the songs
Yeah.
and just chalk to us together?
Actually, that chalk toast was fucking banging too.
The light,
funny because I was like, I saw Chalk Toast through this summer. I was just like, right,
the light plasma was pretty butter. That transition between light butter.
Wait,
Into plasma.
Yeah.
Butter, like
can't
that.
have two conversations. We need to have
Right.
one conversation.
Well, on that note,
What shit?
how was that coming? Let's just talk about.
All right, we can start with the cream. But I do want
New arrangement of Chalk Dust Torture? What? It's a different arrangement. They did that at Hershey, did the end, and then went into a jam. It's like a new arrangement for them all of a sudden.
Well, I
but
like-
anyway, Carini.
All right. What do you think about the creamy? T?
I personally loved it, but it was my girlfriend Alex's 5th show, and she finally looked at me and she was like, "I like this fish."
Can we bring Alex on?
Sure.
It is the best thing.
Yeah,
You're right.
Come on over, it's all right.
You have to now.
Yeah, come on, Alex.
And then on the way home, I think we went Baker's tweet station with Baker last night, and I explained Evil Fish to her, and she's like, "I want more Evil Fish."
Evil fish is my favorite fish. Actually, you're not alone in that.
Let's see.
And there's Alex.
Now you're on international television. Say hello to everyone.
Hello.
So you dug the creamy?
I did, yeah. I like the darker, edgier vibe that it has.
Yeah.
And I like that grittier sense of music. And so as soon as it came on, I was like, yeah, this shit rocks.
And then later, she looked at me and she's like, "It's so funny how all of you guys know the next song within 2 seconds of it being played, even though it sounds exactly like the last song."
Well, with that song, it's the light. As soon as you see the red light, it's like, and you're like,
Yeah.
That's what
And
it
it
sounds
doesn't
like.
sound like, it's not like, a nice melody going into another song.
It's like Green's very distinctive,
Yeah.
and you know what you're doing.
sometimes Trey will have his hand on the fretboard and he'll like lift the finger and you can hear just the overtones of the first note. And like you hear like 3 people around you like, oh, it's sample. You're like, holy shit, just from like the overtones of moving his finger off the note.
Everybody, the guy in front of us actually did that.
Yeah.
As soon as Trey would hit the thing, he turned around and be like, "Vultures."
We got the Vultures was fun last night.
I feel like that's a thing too, like the anticipation of waiting for what the song is, and then you guys can guess it together.
And you feel the like unanimous like realization.
I'm like, yes.
And then like 10 bars in, and the rest of the crowd catches like, oh yeah, we got it.
Right. I was gonna go back to the preview. Like, Jam was so awesome, and again, not very evil. Like, they kept the big lights, so that was the Jam started letting it
Yeah.
too dark. But when he came back into it off that sort of like cold stop, like, it was so.
I like that they're coming back and closing out some of those
Yeah, I
jams.
agree.
Although the biggest jams this year, they haven't. They've done that die-off thing, which is cool. But boy,
Family told me I needed to sit down. Makita's calling for me or something.
What's
up, y'all?
what did you think about that cream?
The creamy was amazing. I thought I mean, I try not to get too critical this week because I've been seeing a lot of PHISH, but
Somebody has to be critical, and it's not going to be me, so it might as well be you.
coming off the Gorge, and I mean, Shoreline obviously, possibly best two shows of the tour, right? So like, coming off all that shit, and then they come in, and I honestly thought they came in a little like, it's Fish Sticks. They were a little nervous last night when they started, so they're kind of shaking it off a little bit. By the time they got to Carini, it was just like blast off into space. Like,
Well, I think when they hit that phone, like Trey really nailed that phone. Like, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was pretty. I mean, it was for what we've got.
Yeah.
Pretty
damn good.
Yeah, and they busted out for us. And then a little speech, and then the Pebbles and Marbles to like sort of get you deliberate, and then drops the Carini, a 22-minute Carini to end that set.
which has never ended a set, any set ever, which is amazing. Yeah.
And I love this. I love the mixing up the songs. Like putting 46 Days to open, Carini to close that set. Like it's fun, even though you're getting the same tunes at different spots. Kind of mixes it up.
Oh, it's great.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they're
it definitely
shuffling
makes
around
sense.
this year. You know, like a lot of 3.0 had like certain songs in specific places, and they're really mixing stuff.
Kind of like the Dead got really predictable towards the end, right? With where they played.
Oh, they're fully shuffling stuff around.
Yeah.
Moving to the next one, opening with that Rise Come Together, which was only 4 minutes long, which was nice. Because
That's a good length for that song. Get the message out, but don't waste the whole set doing it.
I feel like you started it though, and then realized it wasn't exactly the right spot for it. The vibe wasn't exactly, so kind of like gladly pulled the ripcord and got us into something else.
It's weird though. I feel like 4.0 so far, like they like a lot of 3.0 immediately second set. Song one would be the 25-minute jam for the set or whatever, whereas 4.0 it seems like they want to play one, get the warm-up back in, and then whatever comes
but you know why they're doing that?
And it's like, boom.
They're doing that because you have to pay for the second song. They give you the first song on YouTube, and then they're like,
right. They actually figured that out.
yeah,
Oh,
they're not
shit.
going to
I
give
didn't
you.
even put that together. I didn't even put that together.
It's just like us. Like right now, the first hour is free.
Right.
The second hour, you got to
Yeah. Wook Plus the premium service. It's actually Wook Plus Square.
That was insane. I gotta look at the set list again really quick before we go. Yeah, because then it was a song I heard the ocean sing, which was awesome. Chalk Dust. I am.
Right, let's not skip the Chalk Dust.
Okay.
I've been trying to talk. So I have always liked Chalk Dust as a Type 1. Thanks, Alex. Skoy, why don't you come over here?
Yeah.
This is going to be the Great Shuffling Show.
Nice work.
It's a musical chair.
The Great Shuffle.
You're
So,
definitely not as good looking, but well.
I'll take it.
so Chalk Dust was always your go-to Type 1 rager. And I like that. And they haven't abandoned that, but now they've tagged on. And maybe I have a bad memory. I don't know if they had been doing this, but it feels like this Type 2 exploration after the conclusion of the Type 1 jam has really brought that song to a new level, right? Like it's kind of a more interesting piece of the set list. Because when it was just the Raging Type 1 and closed, it was great for what it was, but
it was you kind of got used to that raging.
Yeah,
right, it was the same thing every time.
And honestly, I gotta go re-listen because obviously it was last night, but I felt like Mike was actually trying to pull the Chalk Dust, and Trey was like, no, I want to get this going.
Yeah.
So I felt like that was the thing. I'm gonna have to re-listen. I don't know what the chat's saying and whatnot, but there was a moment there where I thought the song was gonna end.
They did the same thing.
But was there like a little gap to where it was like, okay.
That's why I kept calling it a new arrangement.
Yeah, which was amazing. I mean, they ripped right through that. And then I gotta say, I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of it. I don't know if people are calling it a set eater and whatnot, but I'm a fucking jazz drummer. I love Beneath the Sea of Stars. I absolutely love it. I fucking love it. Yeah, it's Beneath the Sea of Stars. I think it's a beautiful song. I know.
It should have been Beneath the Sea of Clouds, though.
Exactly.
It was not even a tiny square of clear sky. It was literally completely clouds.
Check the
I didn't even notice the entire show.
Well, I also want to say on that one, now that song especially, like the lights, they're
Okay.
always just what he did with that song, he lowered it down to like made it really light and like made it look like almost
Twinkling stars.
like I was maybe that's what it takes to do that. So I was like, what he's doing with like that dark space,
Yeah.
like was phenomenal. And then to turn those things into like it was just I was blown away.
He's evolving with that rig. I don't think he knew how to use it at first, and now he's really learning.
It's the negative, that darkness.
Yep.
They were like, it really brings you in, and you're just like,
It ain't show like, all
it's
right,
like a story in itself.
I mean,
He's
we're
a
taking
true
a minute
artist.
to actually talk about the rig. So, like, the rig has been a highlight of the tour. I mean, obviously, Kuroda is always like straight up rock star. He's the fifth member of the band. But I swear to God, this tour with that moving rig, and even though Shoreline, what was it, Alpine that didn't move? So it's only two venues that didn't move. We got the movement back tonight or last night, and my God, man, it's crushing. Those light bars are amazing.
Go all the way down. It's just scary.
Because you were down in the pit last night, right? Yeah.
I feel like the LED bars are gonna get, for me, are gonna get overused though after this tour, because I do miss the classic, just bucket light, like traditional PHISH lights, and they get lost with the bars. Because he does that, but he has the bars going through it.
But he layers it really well.
Yeah,
That's what I like about it. Yeah.
Like sometimes it's like the one, like when he puts them together, like especially I want to skip ahead. He turned every time, pressing every button. He's like, "What is happening?"
I got a note from our producer that you got to speak up.
I gotta speak.
Yeah, you're not loud enough. You got to be like Skoy and I.
Voice is killing me.
I'm amazed I can even talk right now. I think I'm on 7 shows in 8 days today. Like, what was I about to say though? Something about the lights. Damn it, my brain farted. No.
Tim had to give me a note in the middle of the show and screwed up everything. Sorry.
Damn, something about the lights. I can't remember. Total brain farting.
You're in negative space.
Yeah.
So you're talking about negative space.
No, I spaced it.
Yeah, you're in negative space.
I mean, regardless, home star of the tour. Like, straight the fuck up. Straight
Grab a spice.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
here, I got a transition. So if you are at Dick's, come pick up a copy of the Wook Spice that we put together. It's an 8-page newsletter. We will be having a digital version go out on an email list, so look for that if you couldn't make it out here. But a limited run of hard copies are out here.
And if you DM Tim your address, he will mail them all to
I will
you.
not do that.
Is that loud enough? Could you hear that?
You absolutely should not do that. It has a crossword, all sorts of cool shit. So,
And
really
again,
proud of this
We're
one.
here on live right now. We're flying the Wook Plus flag, and we're right next to YEM socks. So come say what's up. We got stickers, all sorts of shit all over the place. All right, now back to the set list.
Yeah, I don't know. What was
we need to
next?
see the stars. And then,
Well,
well, I mean, it was important, especially since you were down there, because I haven't been that close even in the last 7 days.
Alex was saying to me last night, she's like, we should probably be further back because I bet the lights are better. Like you get more of the stage.
Right.
Close, like honestly, my neck is.
Well, I guess like my question then, if you're that close, is he's able to point stuff down with the new rig? Yeah, because I usually like to go back so I can see the whole thing. But I'm sure with the new rig, he's like all sorts of.
Icodon on the mic.
So it's amazing. It's
Yeah, like the logo
Go
on the
see
mic.
Fest this year.
That's the center of the cardioid, like the center of the thing. It's pointing at me. See if we can rotate it more.
It's just, guys.
He's the wizard. I mean, like the lighting game, he literally helped start it. Besides that guy with the Division Belt tour back in '94 or whatever.
Yeah.
It was those guys. All right, so after, and I got. No judgment, but there was a lot of chompers in these 2 stars, which was, I was a little bummed about that because I like to zone out about that. But
I think I honestly want to say it kind of is a Colorado thing. I don't want to like put down my state, but people talk here.
Oh, you're from here?
Well, I grew up here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was born in California. I grew up here. This is like where, yes. But people talk. Even my friends talk during the show, and I have to often tell them to shut the fuck up and move behind me because it's like so annoying.
That's fine.
But it's just a thing. I don't know what it is about it, but like, I don't know if it's the drugs, what it is. People like to talk. People are very friendly and like to talk to them. And certain songs, especially the slower ones, bring out the conversation.
I know.
At least can't wait until the end of the. They can't wait till the end of the show to talk about what we just saw. That's the thing. You just had your face melted. You want to be like, "Holy shit! I just had my face melted." But don't talk about it while he's like setting your soul free.
That and your drugs. The drugs, like,
Drugs have nothing to do with this, sir. I have seen no drugs here.
There's been no drugs whatsoever.
There are no drugs on this lot.
Any idea how long that one was? We need to see his stars. Did we get 15 minutes or something out of that?
I don't know. We can check Scott Marks instead to see what the timing is because I only know the timing of
And then actually, I think it was Brad. I think Brad heard Light lightly tease in Beneath the Stars and looks over at me and was like, I just feel like Light's coming. And then that is exactly what happened next. And here's another thing I wanted to say too. Fishman has been driving this last leg of the tour. The tempos have been up. I feel like he's on this jazz drumming kick right now, to where it's like a lot of 16th notes, and it's just like continually fucking raging and
he introduces both snares in the light jams, which is cool because he has its like tighter standards there, and then he has like I guess it's like a piccolo or it has a little crisper sound. And when you hear on those slow deconstruction jams, they'll go like and like he's introducing these other voices that I had never heard of, and it's a very light kind of jazz fusion thing he's doing.
I mean, the second sets of all the shows I've seen so far have literally been fueled by Fishman. I'm calling this Fishman's show. Like he seriously is controlling what's going on. Like he's pushing the band to continue to jam. And right?
Do you think that's because
I totally missed it? What one was it?
I wonder if Fish being on fire this tour has anything to do with
everything. No, I'm serious.
No, but I was gonna elaborate on that. So not only is he single now, but he only has Fish. Like Paige has brought back Vita Blue. Trey does a billion things with Tab. Mike loves going on with Mike.
Touch Fans got back together.
I know, but like Fish is really like.
Well, he said on that Sirius XM interview, which I didn't even hear. I just saw somebody tweeted. He was like, "I have literally been doing nothing but sitting at home." Practicing,
waiting for Fish tour.
So I mean,
hey,
you can
Fish,
hear it.
So have we.
Yeah. You can hear it. You can hear it. I feel like he's even better than like we had him in 2019 and whatnot. So then like getting into the light, that jazz continued. I mean, it wasn't like the normal. I don't know how to say it. There's normally a swing to life, but it really was just this jazz, like kind of pushing forward, like rocking, which was epic. And then at some point in there, that's when we started getting all saggy and weird. And I can't remember.
Yeah, because it went into Plasma, and then that's where I think the second set just
that was so butter though. Like that reminded me of like the old where you're like, oh my god, that's a Fish.
That was like the Outback Steakhouse, like sugar butter that you.
It was just like,
I mean, can you say that was potentially best segue of the tour?
the tour, I would put it up the top.
Okay,
There's been some butter segues this tour.
There have been some butter segues.
Notice, like, I don't know, maybe because we're there, and every time you're there, it's like you notice a little.
You know what we should do? We should do a segue bracket.
Talking about this, bro.
I know. I'm gonna keep teasing her. All right, so I'm gonna change gears real quick before we go into the end of the show. I want to know from you, while we have you here, what it feels like to be in your last 2 weeks as the reigning Woody.
I can tell you how it feels for us. It's pretty much worthless when it comes to helping.
There's a set relief.
I mean, I could
The
say
crown
that
is heavy.
you got most. Everybody knows it's been an interesting month. Obviously, the fire and everything. I'm only here with you guys right now because I got fired by the fire. But I needed to see some shows with my Wody powers. So
And you're finally living up to the title.
I feel like I am. I mean,
you're working out
on the
hard.
tweets, people seem to be stoked about what's happening.
It's a great sort of last chapter.
Especially in a year that there was no Fish, and then finally I got to see some shows, and then the fact that like you guys actually made it out here, like I feel fucking great.
Now I can't wait to find out who the next Wook of the year is going to be,
I know.
and how he or she is going to keep up with the
try.
precedent that you've established. You took Steve Vickner's like, okay, thanks guys, and you're like, oh, the fucking Woody!
I'll try not to have insurrection. I'll do my best. I'm lightly thinking about it.
Watch out, you're going to get a red card.
Well, we can't end the show yet.
No, he's going to come on. No, but if you're not aware, if you haven't seen the marketing for it, the third annual Wookiee Awards are coming up in less than 2 weeks. right here on Wook Plus. So tune in for that. It's going to be best podcast, Wook of the year, bunch of them. Best merch, social contribution, lots of good ones.
Vote for Beautiful Garbage Podcast of the Year.
Tell me this throw of the year.
Lines are not open.
We should.
Yeah. No, but guys, hey, and before I get out of here and I don't even know his name, but before I get out of here, I love you guys. Thank you again. You guys have made the last year even that much better. Locked in our houses and shit, and now I finally get to be here with you. Like,
So glad you
before
stopped
getting
by.
emotional, I love you guys. Thank you so fucking much.
We love you too, Squad.
Nikita, I love you. Fuck you.
Oh yes, please like and subscribe. Thank you, Jason.
Yes, like and
All
subscribe.
right, so next up, we're going to have
Yeah.
Wait.
Can I get you another beer? What's the matter?
All right, there it is. Red card for Wody, bitches. I got beers in my hand. I got to do this more professionally.
You want to sit?
Have a seat.
Yeah, have a seat.
I'm on in.
Jump on, talk a little bit.
Right on. Thanks, guys. What's up, Steve?
Tim, nice to meet you
in
in person.
Hi, Travis, how you doing? Yeah, nice to meet you in person.
What'd you think about last night? You give out a lot of cards?
I gave out a few cards every night. There's some sort of riff-raff going on, you know. So it wasn't too bad. No, like major reds, a couple of yellows.
What was the worst infraction last night?
And speak up.
Really dissent. Like, you know, people telling you to fuck off and stuff here and there. Like, you know, you can't have that.
Nah.
A couple spilled beers, you know, drinks like that.
So spilled beer is a yellow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck off. Is that a yellow or red? Is that approaching red?
It depends how nasty they are. You start with the yellow, and then if you know, if they keep it going, you just got to go with the second yellow and then the red. You know.
So is this your 10th dicks?
10th year, decade of dicks. Yeah. You too, right?
No, I made it.
All right.
I missed the S year.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure what was going on yet.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get out here in time. But after that show, I was like, I'm coming here. But I mean, just looking out chairs, I mean, saying it earlier, the neighborhood around here, like, this was it. And now there's like this entire city out here.
Yeah.
It's very true. I mean, it could be the reason why they don't do the camping anymore too. Like part of it was
I
like
said
prairie
that last
dogs.
night we were leaving because there's so much residential that I don't think they'll bring it back because it's too loud. Like, people go all night. I mean, it used to be literally empty field out here. It's a soccer field, now it's it. And it was perfect. So now it's kind of definitely grown, and hopefully they don't do it in Redlands now. Grow this place because they were down inward.
Yeah, you don't. And Deer Creek has gone through similar stuff where now it's all residential around there. But, you know, we want this every year. You know?
I mean, yeah, as we said, 10 more years.
I don't know if they're gonna outgrow this place though. This is.
I mean, it's not like Morrison where it's so small and you know, these crowds seem
And it's such a great venue for the crowd. Like bathroom lines, bar lines, getting back to your section, seamless.
Did you notice too? You know, they obviously don't have enough employees here, so a lot of the stands are still closed, which is weird. So, like, it's weird seeing
Right. They did put up some tape towards the sides of the stage where you can go down.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I mean, hey, we're here. And it's nice to be back.
why not? I mean, they fill this thing up, 27,000 fans every year, 3 shows. I mean, it makes sense for the band too.
Yeah, it's great.
Like, how do you think? So, since you've been here, what do you think of like, the progression and how it's changed, and like even then, as the band changed through the years, like
Yeah.
the gimmicky shows, and ever since then, it's been pretty straightforward.
Yeah, sure. I actually love gimmicks. I think they're cool. Like I'm one of those stat nerds. I like pad my stats. Like last night they played Pebbles and Marbles. I was like, nice. I only heard this a couple times. It's great to get it. So those gimmicks are fun, man.
No, you know.
Yeah, right.
First film at Dick's. Did you know that was a Dick's fun fact in the Wookiee Vice? Film has been played over 330 times, but never at Dick's. Well, now it has.
They do. Another song I've been chasing forever. They never played here is Alumni Blues. So I'd like to get one of those.
Well, Trey watches. He watches the show. So Trey, please, Alumni Blues. He's in the Big Red Van right now. He's like, noted. Thanks, Wook.
Please. I would freak out if I get an alumni, man. Following him for so many years, I've never heard of him tonight.
What's been your favorite year?
It's a good question when you say my favorite run, because my favorite run is actually 16. And it was like start to finish, I just thought they played so well every night. And that was the year where they had a great cross-sided painless. That was the year they did the swarming coil with Mike doing the outro. Like I said, I like little gimmicky things. I like different things. So I thought 16 start to finish was my favorite as far as music. But favorite show, I might do one favorite show. So fun to be a part of.
Show-wise.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
I don't think last night spelled anything though.
No, it didn't need to. You know, like it was just.
It's 46 days and a half. Or is it a 4?
That's exactly what happened last night. Was I'm here with my brother. My brother-in-law, the first thing he did was, I guess we're not spelling anything. 40.
We need that's a wheel. A quick overview of something.
Really, the bad ones are like vomiting, passing out, so puke.
I threw up before we came. Check room. Going to come in and he's very nice. He would have got a red card.
All right. Hopefully their signal will improve here in a minute. I don't know how Colorado does with the cell phones. But in the meantime, if you guys got any questions, I'll see what I can answer or try to get to the guys to answer. Oh, dead air. That's never good.
Like, to me, that's happening to me. I mean, we all have emergencies, I just do it in my pants and try to get the hell out of there. Right. I'm not going to do SWAT in the middle of
affect everyone else.
Right, exactly. It's crazy. That seems red card.
You have to be in a certain head.
So.
Oh, and we lost their feed completely. I am sorry about that. But I'll go ahead and talk about last night's show. I really enjoyed it a lot. And hopefully the guys will come back here. We'll keep the broadcast going for a minute and see what happens. I'm glad I'm a few years in, so that way this isn't stressful at all. This is just life. And it happens. We'll let them try to reestablish connection before we bring them back up. But oh, why am I not there? I am not there because my fur baby had to get a lung biopsy. So I decided to stay with her instead because that's the responsible thing to do. It was a tough decision, but at the end, you got to go and take care of your animals because you're the only person to take care of them. All right, here we go. We're back here at Dick's. Hopefully these guys will come through and you guys can get back to the show.
Been here. Like I know we have Travis in our group that's been here. Like it need to be like a roll call of like who actually has done lots. I think there's a decent amount, but it's pretty like a small eternity.
Yeah, I think it.
Ooh. It looks like they're having more difficulties here with the connection. I don't know. I thought Denver was a high-tech city.
I could be another one. My wife's from Sweden. Every summer I go to Sweden.
Cheers to everybody watching. Though. Well, I was hoping the smaller screen would make them come through better, guys. I'm sorry. The altitude might be killing the signal. I'm going to go ahead and remove them from the stream until they come back, and then hopefully we'll be back online. Until then, yes, positive vibes. Thank you. I appreciate it. The altitude is probably killing the signal. Altitude kills most things in Denver. Cheers. Oh, it's llama time now. It is llama time now. So if you guys got questions for llama, I watched most of the show last night. I did fall asleep during part of it because I'm old. But if you guys got any questions for me, I can go ahead and answer them. I thought last night's show was really good. The first set, I really enjoyed the Carini closer. I was told that was the only Carini closer in history, which was very nice. So that's always good. All right. I'll do one llama lesson. While we're waiting. All right. Okay. So here's a lesson from llama. Today's lesson is the G chord. For the G chord, you put your finger on the frets where it tells you to play the G chord, and then you strum the guitar like so. And that's today's llama's lesson. Thank you for listening. Unfortunately, my guitar is not tuned. They have been playing Carini almost every other show, but I like it. It has a really good riff to it, and I actually like the fact that they're playing a lot of the same songs throughout the tour. I don't know, it sort of solidifies the tour and makes it to where like everybody has a shared experience on there, which is really nice. All right, here we go. We have a different connection here. So.
And we're talking about glow sticks coming out the thing, and the mic's hanging like right in front of us.
That's fine.
Oh, look at that.
That's good.
We are PRO professionals here. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button.
That's good, right? Exactly. Get our guy. Was it working? You got our guy, Pickles Brad. You got our guy, Brad. I really didn't know what I saw was what I thought it was.
There we go. How we sounding, guys?
Hey, evidently they're not talking to any of you guys right now. They're still trying to set up. So we're going to go ahead and keep going with this.
Talking about the glow sticks that while we were off, we brought up the bleachers.
It's a little behind the scenes
and how that's an actual soccer thing that's been brought over. Are there any other soccer traditions that either one of you know that they pull off here?
I haven't seen anything other than that. The banging is pretty cool. It gets kind of. You guys doing it last night?
And they stopped. Yeah. The band was like, "Okay, you guys are banging. We'll give you a minute."
But I guess the only other soccer crossover is the refereeing. So yes, I bring that to the show.
It's good. We need duct tape or something.
Duct tape or zip tie.
This is what you get going live on the live.
That's right. Exactly. You get all the warts and all.
We love warts. Yeah.
Some kind of warts.
Who's going to, Tim?
Yeah.
Even though a waddy's better than a warty.
So we love the mod experience here, the shakedown here.
Evidently, they're still trying to set up their thing, but Warts and All was actually the Toadies, which is a 1990s Texas band. Warts and All was their live album cover. We will try. I sent a question to ask them about the glow sticks to see exactly what their experience was with the glow sticks. We're waiting for them to get set up, and then we'll go ahead and bring them back in. So hopefully it'll just take a minute here. Duct tape's involved, so you know it's Wook as shit. So we're on brand as fuck. So this is all for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
We started doing it in Lot F. It turned out to be fine.
Do you think camping will ever come back?
You know, just talking to Travis about that. I'm thinking maybe not. It's a shame because everybody loved it. But kind of like Deer Creek, we're getting urban sprawl over here, and we're getting a bunch of residential houses. So I'm not sure they're going to be doing it anymore.
Right.
And we were just
Somebody
talking
will
about
bitch.
that on the way here. That, like, it has changed this area. I mean, even in the time that I was here in 2018, like in 2-3 years, and it's grown up.
We were laughing last night though that it said lots close an hour after show, and we were like, people were still inside an hour after the show.
Yeah, clearing this place out in an hour is impossible.
No doubt.
I'm sure that's just a wish that they,
Right.
or maybe they start to kind of clear people out then. But we're gonna be here later than an hour. We're actually gonna maybe do an after show.
Yeah.
Two maybe.
Yeah, we're not gonna schedule it ahead of time because I don't know when we'll get out and how lit we'll be.
Or our conditions, yes.
But
It's gonna be here.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, we got lights and everything, so
Yeah.
hopefully.
Right. So come see us after the show. Yeah, and we'll get to talk about how it was. What's going on? So,
Yeah.
maybe you can come by too. Do you do a big like shakedown afterwards? You hang out? Or?
Sometimes it varies. Sometimes I hang. Other times I'm like out and I'm in my own bed, like within
Nothing like a home bed show.
Yeah.
Sleep in your.
There's something to be said for sitting in front of my TV watching the show, and if I want to piss, I just got to walk in the next room.
No line, right?
Right, no line.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so again, it's just an incredible experience out here. I hope they keep doing it. Like we were talking about that before, you know. Like I'm curious if you heard anything locally, like about if they're gonna still do it. If it's gonna be something like,
I haven't heard anything. I'm not really in with anybody. I got like a friend who's friends with Corn Capshaw, but they're not putting me in touch with him. So I'm
come
used to
on,
it, you know,
this
yeah.
Knicks rep.
Yeah, like come on.
Let's go. Get him in there, big time.
But really, I think why wouldn't they? You know, if they can sell out 27,000 for a weekend, 3 shows, it makes sense for them financially. It makes sense for people coming in.
We got another guest coming on.
It makes absolutely all the sense in the world. It's been obviously a 10.
Yeah.
We were hoping, right, last night that Trey during the speech was going to say, "Here's to another 10 years,"
Right.
you know, or something like we were talking about it. You come back in here if you want to, buddy. Oh, he's trying to sell some socks.
Oh, he's bringing a cocktail.
Oh yeah, you got to get beer for the road here. But yeah, show.
But I'll be here every time they're here, man. I hope you guys come out too.
We will. This is going to be a new tradition for us. Hopefully, we do another 10 years. Sure. And here we go. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome to Wook Plus International Television. We got our guys from YEN Socks. Right? We're right next door. If you are on live, weirdly watching this, we're right next door to them, so come. They got all kinds of online presence, right? So I'll let them talk. Tell us a little bit about some socks.
Well, we are You Enjoy My Socks. We've been doing this since about 2014. We are a small family-run business out of North Carolina. You gotta twist. If you're not twisting a shirt, twist some socks. Twist some socks. But it's my brother-in-law's company. They run it out of North Carolina, him and his wife. They do a lot of our East Coast stuff. We do now the West Coast stuff. My wife and I live in California, so it's super easy for us to do this. Moved out to Cali in 2015, haven't missed a dick since. That easy for you. That easy.
You got good? Do you see like starting to recognize folks?
It is a really, really rewarding thing when you're out there and you have people telling us, we wear your socks every day, we wear them to every show, we wear them to get the song we're chasing played. And it's amazing how often it works. It's not just a sell. That is a legit, you wear our socks, they play what you want. It's a great deal.
It's amazing. It's almost guaranteed. I want my flip.
A lot of people wearing meat stick socks. A lot of people wearing meat stick socks. There you go. There you go.
I need to get some socks for it though. Maybe I'll go over to the table.
I've got my Yem trampolines. I was loving You Enjoy Myself.
Yeah. What do you got for like best sellers?
Well, the top 5 easily are classic donuts, which we have so few of. We don't have any with us. You can get them online. And the big red tray face. Everyone loves those. Those are super popular. And then the meat sticks, which we just got back in stock, which we have over our booth. And we're always coming up with new stuff. And what better time than to kind of break it on Wook Plus? In the next couple of months, we've got 6 new styles coming out, a couple of new different designs, but as well as some different materials. We've been hearing from wool socks. We have a wool sock coming. Everyone's going to be, I think, really stoked about that. It's something we get asked a lot about.
Inside info, I feel
Oh,
like.
dude, I'm breaking it here.
Love it.
We've been asked for knee highs, so we've got a couple of knee high styles coming. A lot of ladies ask about knee highs. We have kid socks now. We were asked for years about getting kid socks. We got kid socks now. So one-stop shop. We've been out here since 2014. Come find us.
Absolutely.
Come squeeze our socks.
Squeeze those socks. It is free to squeeze.
Free squeezes. That's a Dick's Lot special free squeezes.
Now, we did have Ashley on from Group Save.
Yes, ask first.
Sensual squeezes.
Well, that
was, yeah, we can do
You're a
all time
professional.
now.
You're a professional.
Every once in a while.
You're a
But
professional.
we thank you guys so much.
Right on. Thanks for having us, man.
Please keep coming. We'll be hanging out after the show, too.
Yep,
You guys
yep.
are right next
Yep.
door, so
We'll be here.
here.
And if you need to pull me back in, I can talk for another hour about God knows what.
Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
we may do that.
Hey.
We need to talk.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Make sure you get a
Right on.
picture with Brad.
Guys,
Taking all our
stay safe
photos.
out there.
Right. Or do not get a
Do not.
get a yellow or red.
I'm gonna leave you guys with a couple of these.
Oh my God!
Right.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Hey. Oh, just guess. Okay.
on the live shot. All right, photo opportunity.
All right. Thanks, guys. Sorry, guys. See you, fellas. So good to meet you. Where did you go? Get in here, Benji. Good meeting you.
I'm very happy to introduce our next guest. We're fucking going live on the lot, man. Benji, come on over. Let's have a chat.
Oh my god, it's the first time bringing a back to your show. It's fucking great because you can bring in anything you want.
Dude, and they're really lax here, too. Walking in, they were just kind of chill, like.
Oh yeah, walking in. Yeah, good. Walking in, they were just like, yeah,
So, last night, what'd you think?
So last night started out strong.
Yeah.
And then I thought the Trini was, I listened to the Trini twice more and I thought the Trini was amazing.
Agreed. I think that was our consensus as well.
And then the second set, you know, at moments, I haven't gone back and listened to it. And I was really high on LSD. So because of that, I mean, not really high. No, let me rephrase it.
Yeah. Okay.
On a my history scale, I was mildly smart. But it was enough that I was like, you know, like.
But on the Benji scale, it's still pretty, pretty good.
Yeah, totally, exactly right. But yeah, of course. But so what I did was I enjoyed the show, but then on hindsight, I don't know that I need to. I'm not rushing back to listen to that.
Yeah, I mean, there were moments in it that I want to hear again.
Yeah.
Like I liked what they were doing with Plasma. I thought was really interesting, and the Chalk Dust Type 2 tag along was interesting. But overall, I think it was just a standard good way to start off the
I thought
weekend.
it was a standard good way to start. It wasn't a bad show. You know, it was
Certainly not a bad show.
No, and the Trini is if the Trini was in the second set, for some reason, and it's funny because I put it in the first set. Not that they intentionally, not that they're like we're gonna really do an amazing Trini today. They always do that.
Right.
But the first set, by putting it there, it kind of made it so the highlight of the whole show was in the first set, and therefore the second set doesn't feel as complete.
Right, because the highlights are consistently been in the second
In
set.
the second set, yeah, for their entire career. You know, I mean, granted, although this team's had some amazing first set things that the Haley's comic from Hershey.
Haley's
and
was
then,
sick.
The MoMA dance as well, the sensitive subtle sounds in the MoMA dance.
Was very good.
Was really, really sick. So,
Yeah, and it's cool here. I don't know on the West Coast when the sun goes down at the shows, but all the East Coast shows like Deer Creek and then all the East Coast shows, the first set's in the sun and the second set's at night, and it has a different energy and vibe. And here it was dark before the first set started, so it had a second set energy, at least to somebody who's not used to seeing the first set in straight dark.
What you're saying is that it was dark in the daytime.
It was dark in the daytime, and it was glorious.
Yeah, it was great.
I came out of there really high on the show. I thought it was the best show I had seen. And then I sobered up and the recency bias went away. And then I think I'm down on it a little bit, but it's still a really
It's
good
a great show. No, it's a great show. I'm not down on it at all. I just don't think that. Here's the caveat: is that I just came from Shoreline, and I thought the Shoreline were two of the absolutely outstanding shows. And then
Best in 4.0.
Best in 4.0, and then the first set last night, I thought, oh wow, they didn't stop. They just keep on going. And then that second set, it was like kind of like half a step back down, but it was still it was still amazing. I'll take it any day.
Yeah,
I'll take it any day. It was great. It was great fish. They were playing in such peak performance that even a set like that. That the only reason I'm disappointed is because of the set surrounding it.
And the shows, right?
But any other time, any other fish tour.
If I had gotten a foam executed that well in 2018 or 19, towards the end of the last era, I would have been so pleased just that they didn't fuck it up and flop it and everything.
Yep. And that second set, like last night, anytime during 3.0, I would have been like, this is great.
Yeah, but I feel like they've really raised the bar so far on this tour. Yeah. So you got any prediction? I don't know if you're into the prediction game or the calling or speculating, but you have anything you're looking for tonight?
I think I may have accidentally started this thing called Pick 5 because I put it on.
Oh, that was you?
Well, there's two things to it. First of all, is I accidentally, and this is true, but it's not really accredited because of the way that it did happen. But Fantasy Tour started because of I went up to Paul Place, who did Fantasy Tour, and I said, I want you to pick 5 songs. And so then he did it, and that was the first time we ever, we were at a bar. It was a rec music fish meetup for like FishNet, for dorks like us to talk about fish.
Right, it was like the Twibe before the Twibe was a thing.
Exactly right. At where was it? It was at Albany, and it was at a group up before the show. And so I went around to everybody and with a napkin, I was like, write your bits. And he's like, we're never going to be besieged of his bits or anything like that. And I go, yeah, it's just you. He's ears to turn on.
You're like, let's get this published.
He's like, I'd like to see how I rate against players from all over the country, and they could just be not only for one show, but for a whole tour. So then that's our fantasy tour. And then I think the Pick 5 thing, and I don't know, it may have just been a group consciousness thing where everyone started doing it, but I feel like I started putting it on Twitter like 2 years ago, and I just did it once or twice, and then I think Scotty Bernstein picked it up,
and then it's like,
and then it goes.
Yeah, then it goes. From there, it goes out. Yeah. So what? Do you want to do a Pick 5 right now? Do you have a Pick 5?
I mean, I can make one. So here's the thing is that sometimes when you play this game, it's not about what you want to hear. It's about what you think.
What you think they're gonna play.
What you think they're gonna play. But at the same time, as the tour gets, as the summer's gone on, I've started the first few ones I was nailing. I was getting 4 to 5.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, you know what? Now I want to hear a Buffalo Bill. Tonight has the potential to be a big Saturday night special. Which means, to me, like a Saturday night special is a double-edged sword because it means that they're gonna play a great fucking rock show, but not take a lot of risks and not go really tight too. It's like the big festival.
Now, what night do they usually do like the gimmicky stuff?
Sunday.
Sunday. So tonight would be the Raging Rock Festival style.
Are you enjoying myself?
I think this might be a tweezerless dicks, which is good. Keep the tweezers away from dicks. It's
yeah, that's exactly right. But yeah, I think Turtle in the Clouds. We haven't seen it.
Yeah. We haven't had a lot of
Martian Monster.
I was gonna say we haven't had a lot of Thrill and Chilling.
Yeah.
Even this whole tour, a little bit sprinkled in. I think a Martian Monster or Your Pet Cat.
A Martian Monster, Your Pet Cat. I feel like it's good. We'll probably get a page 2 because we haven't been getting those. So we got like half of it.
I personally would love to hear 2001 tonight, just to dance my ass off and get down.
Looks like we got some issues again. Hopefully it'll fade out here and we'll be able to go again. Until then, let's take a look. Oh, Toast, that I like that right there. Toast socks with their faces, and the pinky could be a vacuum. That is a good idea, Heather. I like that.
The 2001s and 4.0.
But they did sneak in that Mexico run.
They snuck in the Mexico.
That was like, if there's any Marvel fans, that was like Spider-Man coming after Endgame before they took the big break. It wasn't the big climax of New Year's, but it was still there.
Yeah, I'm glad it went to that. Yeah, absolutely. Well, tell me about the helmet. What is this?
So we got that show Live, and we do Moon Cabin. Is one of our.
I was hoping a smaller screen would help here with a broadcast. Oh, I thought Colorado was going to be good technologically, but they're just as behind as they were in Indiana at Dick's. Oh, this is bad.
Regular features and
Oh, and they cut out. I don't know what happened there. Let's see if maybe they'll come back here. So once again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. These things happen when you go live from remote places.
the man behind the table, or man in the chair. Hey, how do we sound, Llama?
You're sounding good, but you're freezing up a lot, man. Just keep going. Just keep pushing through.
Hey, Llama, can you hear us?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
You good?
We got it. We got it. I'm going to tell them keep going. Just keep talking.
All right, we're gonna keep going. So talk up. Oh, you gotta come over.
If you want my shirt, it's from Outcasty.
Yeah.
My
All right, so we're
surrounded by Wooks.
It's so much fun wearing. Dude, it's so much fun wearing the Wook shirt in the venue, though, because everybody's like, "Yeah, you are." I don't know if I should be offended or not, because I'm like,
I wear my Wook. I just wear it.
That's true. You don't have to have the label. It's just like.
I like Wook. Look at that fucking Wook.
Well, we're so honored to have you.
I'm so honored to be here.
Always enjoy your
It's really cool getting to meet everybody in real life. Like, we've talked a lot, like, you know, on the shows, off the show, and like, to actually see people in person, and it's always pleasing when they're who you expected them to be.
Yeah.
Like, they chill and have a beer.
No one's out there capping. You know, like no one's out there being someone they are. Like anybody we've been
Well, so Tom Marshall's here. I saw him. He's one thing over, and he may have been Catholic. She's actually a hot little girl.
Oh, once again, we're having audio difficulties. I'm sorry about that.
Threaded thing, they have like an Osiris thing, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, because you need a strain.
Next for us, we're gonna work on that. And we're in the Wook strain.
Well, there is a strain of Wookiee cannabis, but we haven't gotten a licensing deal with it yet.
Right, we're working on it. We're talking to their people. We'll get our people with their people.
I love what they're doing over at Osiris, though, and I heard you're now a writer for Undermine.
I am. So I'm writing. I'm basically writing the narration.
Oh, it's
Since
awesome.
I do all the interviews, I kind of oversee some of that. But then I don't actually do many interviews. I've done one or two. But then they give me the transcripts and we compile the art, and then I just start writing it.
Yeah, is that fun? It's an interesting, unique process. It seems like.
It's a lot of fun. It's different than anything I've ever done. It's also weird to be writing the words that Tom's going to be speaking, because half the words that I speak sometimes
from Tom.
Quoting him, you know. And so it's also when I quote him. When I quote him writing, so he's gonna eventually quote him. So it's me quoting him, him narrating, me quoting from him.
That's awesome. Kind of wild. So they'll be doing a show, Osiris, and it's actually HF Pod, not Undermine, but it's RJ and Tom. We'll be doing a show tomorrow on the lot, so we won't be. We're being all happy family because we love them. So today, watch us. Tomorrow, go check them out. And if you're here, go check out the Shift Cannabis tent.
Yeah, the Undermine season is going to be very different than the past season. It's not. This one's literally all about the fans. It's all about the community. And they told me that, I was like, how do you make that into a compelling series? But you do, because there's a lot of really fucking cool.
You've got a really good ass writers. You do.
Well, there's a lot of really cool people in the scene that have done a lot of amazing things. And then there's also like the scenes within the scenes. You know, like there's like inside the. This is one episode of just all about like the people. We all have one thing in common. Right, and it's a strong thing to have in common, and so we have this bond. But then beyond that, there's so many little suckers, you know, and like all the, I don't know why this one comes to mind, but it's just fighting it. It's not in a bad way, in a good way. Like Mike's side, Dyke's side, where there's all these lesbians, or even, whatever, and they have a little section. And then I think of it, like, there's also the taper section as well. And then, it's just like all cool, that like, it all works.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, there's little.
We're all in this together, right? We all have our crews and our groups, but we're all here doing.
You're the sober fans.
Yeah.
And you have the little sober section, and then you have me wherever the not sober section is.
The opposite of the fellowship. There's the fellowship, and wherever the opposite of that is.
You trip fellowship and training.
Exactly. I can't tell how it's going. We're gonna get there eventually. And actually, on our show at Deer Creek, they came through and brought us some Narcan. So they were coming around and what an incredible service that they're doing for the community. That would be right. So like, there's a level. There goes somebody's $20.
Yeah, right.
Did you hear about the $40 balloons last night?
$40 balloons up here, bitch.
I'm sorry, but I've done all types of gas, and there's no gas that's worth $40.
You gotta get Trav here. Is Trav told us? Or no shoot. Maybe Keith. Get over here. Let's talk. Get in here. He's gonna.
Tell me about the $40 gas.
I'd actually like to go over to the gas tank right there and find out how bad theirs is, because there's some shit.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's not that it's propane. It's just the lowest possible grade.
Exactly.
Lowest possible grade.
I agree. Like last night, I bought $80. Now it's 2 for $20, which when the fuck did it go 2 for $20? Is insane. Yeah, it's ridiculous, right?
No deal.
But no deals, and everyone's paying it. Like we need to revolt and not pay it, and then we can make a stand.
Yeah,
but anyway,
we need to revolt.
I bought $80 for crap balloons, and nothing was getting. I saw the guy with the big guns. I was like, "Whoa, what do we got here?" It's like $40 a balloon. I was like, "Dude, no way." He's like, "Trust me." It's like worth it. I promise. It's like, "All right, I'll trust you." Took a hit of it right away, right away.
Medical grade.
I was like, "This is the shit." I understand. Like, it's the difference between paying for an Airbnb and staying 4 seasons. Like sometimes you just gotta up your
Or
price.
4 seasons landscaping if you get the
Right,
quota.
exactly. Sometimes you gotta pay for it, and I would not pay $40 to get the shit that's like going around. But $40 to get what I got, I will do that again gladly, because it's worth it.
It gets the T stamp of approval.
And tonight I brought the balloon back, and I'm gonna see if I can get one for 30.
Okay, so that's smart. But here's the thing: is that I think the only reason you think it's a $40 balloon that's acceptable when you did it again is because you did the lowest possible grade right before that, and then you're like, okay, take my money, take my money.
Anything at that point would have been like,
woo. It's probably like doing whippets and then doing one of these.
Yeah. It's like, do you want a balloon or a candy?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
I have a feeling that he went off to do something.
oh, we don't need to hold you. I really appreciate you stopping by.
No.
I mean, you're welcome to hang out. I just don't.
I just wanted to see what he's getting into. When we're talking about the balloon, I had half in mind to turn around and I was going to see him.
With the balloon.
$40 balloon.
This was a jumbo balloon, though. We weren't setting a $40 party.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you know, now you know the big balloons have good shit.
So one thing I just thought of looking over at you guys, I wanted to mention, people that weren't here, is the vax thing worked out before day one. You get your wristband. It's like, hey, we're good to go, and then it was easy to get in, and it felt a little safer, right? Like knowing there was that extra level.
Yeah. safer. It was really simple to get to. It was really easy to do. And now
we don't have to worry about it. Night 2, we're good to go. Oh shit, it's getting windy over here.
Socks on, Mark. Socks on.
Can he be in?
Yeah, come on in.
Come in for a second.
Absolutely. All looks are welcome.
I want you to hear about this, and I want you to tell me. I want you like let's get to. We have to redo the $40.
Hey T.
What's the most you've ever paid for?
The most I've ever paid for an action cooler, $25. But the most I've ever really paid for it is a relationship. Because some women love nitrous. So that is like a never-ending balloon.
What about a $40 balloon? Would you buy it?
It depends. Where are we coming out of?
Here, $40 balloons.
You know what?
Like he's not gonna sell you one.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
No. I don't want to buy it.
This is an elaborate sales.
No. Honestly, as a salesman, if you caught me at the right time, after the right show, at the right moment, sure, I'll pay $40 for a balloon. But that being said,
can I have $40?
Of course. That being said, it's got to be right.
Steve Stone was saying earlier that he did some nitrous propane, and then from there went to the $40 balloon. And I'll do this again.
I feel like gas at this point is just not. I'd rather pay to see others do the gas in front of me for $40.
I don't follow that.
Yeah, you can do that for free. I do that every night.
I don't follow that.
Well, you know, it's just like it's kind of a scene. So $40 and like a waste of brain cells for $40 to watch someone just weird out for a second. That might be a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah.
He's the sucker on lot that you want to be like $40. Just sit your ass down and watch.
I would have set up stands. I'll have a little popcorn machine.
Yeah. VIP. It's the VIP.
VIP. Wook watch.
Yeah, anybody can watch for free, but if you want VIP for $40,
We'll bring the camera. We'll live stream Wook's taking balloons. That'll be the after show. It'll just be 20 minutes of Wook's taking balloons.
Premium subscribers.
For the premium video
on demand.
Plus.
Content that lives in.
Yeah. Duty for $40 balloon.
I have no idea if this is going through the interwebs or not.
I see us.
I would only hope.
I see us. It says we have a low signal. If you hear us, great. If you don't, I apologize.
I see us.
Oh, man.
Ghost. He's just sitting back there.
He's our producer, but I think we cut out so he keeps himself live on screen.
That's exactly what happens right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna call Bam back to hang out. No, I just got caught in it, so I'm gonna grab a beer. Hey, Brad, can you hand me a beer from there? I love it. Yeah, yes, please.
Athletes.
Hey, Bam. Bam Jam, come hang out with us.
All right, guys. Evidently, we're gonna swap out some seats here. Let's see what's going on. This is a live looking at the lot in Dix in Centennial, Colorado. Right, we got Benji in the middle, Wook on the right, and Fam on the left.
Oh, really? Say hi.
I do. It's Sean in here.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's Sean.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna hang out right here. So,
all right, cool.
So put me back down and I'll talk. You know me, I'll blah, 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 blah.
I know, that's what somebody's going to get stories.
Hey,
Damn Wooks are professional as fuck, folks. We love it.
Supposed to look over here. That's right.
Yeah.
We are.
Hi, Team Chad.
We just got.
Yeah,
he's crossed over.
An actual member of Chad live and in person.
Yeah. So actually, you're back on our team. Then now, sorry, Team Chad. Sorry, Team Chad.
Dude, I never realized how epic of a beard you had.
Isn't that nice?
It is. I'm kind of, and Red too, actually.
Right. I put my mask on and I get this like wave going. Right.
Do you tuck it into the mask?
No, it doesn't really work.
Hey, you like his shirt?
Yes, I do. Hey, Llama.
Oh,
over there. Hi, buddy. We got your blue llama here. Did you
guys enjoy the show last night?
We did. Yeah, did you have a good time? Where you guys were under the best day ever sign.
Yeah, we were right on the PHISH side, section 130.
Was the sound okay and everything? Because sometimes the signs are a little bit like that. You would need those stands in the back.
I'm a 10-year veteran of that spot.
Oh,
I just like it there.
Really?
Sometimes you have this little like
boogie room.
Yeah, you got a boogie room. Oh, that's a great place. Are you guys out in the back area? We're going to try to the back because we're last.
Yeah, we'll be there again. One.
Oh!
Like I said, Llama take us off.
Yeah, other one. Technically, other one.
Evidently, they had some wind issues with their canopy, so we're gonna have another llama's lesson for you guys. All right, now we're gonna go over the numbers of the guitar string on this llama's lesson. The bottom string is a high E string, and we call it string number 1. String number 2 is right above it, and it is called the B string. And then string 3 is right above it, and it's the G string. The string right above it is string 4, and I forgot which note that is, but it's very important. Then we have the A string, which is string number 5, and then the E string is, again, string number 6. So we'll go with a C chord. You put your middle or your pointer finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Then you put your middle finger, the bird right here. It goes right there. And then right above it on the 3rd fret goes your ring finger, and then you just strum the guitar like so. I love how everybody's telling me what the strings are. Nobody knows. It was an impromptu llama's lessons for you guys. I definitely love it. It looks like maybe they're back here. They got everything figured out with their canopy. Let's see. There we go. There we go. We can hear you. Keep talking.
We'll still be hanging out, so if you're at Dick's, come say hello.
That's right. Come see us.
We're gonna wrap up this episode with a lot. It sounds like. Bye. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of The Lot. I'm sorry that the cell phone service in Colorado is horrible and that there's not much to do, but such is life. That's the way it is. I can't wait to see you guys on the couch tour, talking on the Twitters tonight. I'll be on there. So please tune in and have a good night, and tune in for the after show. And don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button.